So a few other things about the tractor. It does have four-wheel drive. Either there's a lever to put it in two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Some things I had added to the tractor was an extra set of hydraulics for the back. What the heck else was there? Oh, I had the rear tires loaded with it's really beet juice. I had the vendor do it, the dealership do it, but I probably could have did it myself. Ordered the beet juice and just have it raise up the bucket after it's strapped into the front on the pallet forks that I have, and just have gravity feed it into the tire, into the rear tires. And with this particular model, I found it very much more stable with the rear tires loaded, and it's much better if you're going to use a grapple or use the front end loader a lot, because the tractor is on the light side unless the tires are loaded in the back, even with a box blade or etc. you have on the back end. Now, some other things on this tractor. So here, the brakes, you can lock them together, or flip this up and you can have them independent. Rear brakes operate independently of each other. Various levers on the seat. It does have a reclining seat, reclines just a little bit, and also on the back of the seat here, there is, if the seat was up further you'd see it a little better, but just a tiny little place, I guess maybe to put a manual or something, but I don't use that. I don't want things to get wet too much. On this seat, you can adjust it so it's closer or close to the steering wheel or back. This button or knob here controls how quickly or how much weight you're going to have on the seat. So it's like an air cushion type ride. This lever controls how quickly the 3 points fall in the back, and that knob also controls locking in the 3 point. So if you're going down a public road, you don't want over time you don't want the 3 point to drop to the ground. So that, if you turn it all the way clockwise, I think it locks it in so it won't drift down. And over here is the four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive engagement. This is your range selector, low, medium, or high, which is very nice to have. And this pedal here will lock the rear wheels together, so you have a differential lock in the rear wheels. What else is there? Parking brake, your hazards. Oh, there it is. Your hazards. Your blinkers, left and right blinker. Your lights and high beam. There's also a little horn. And let me hop up on top and explain a few other things. Alright, some other things on this tractor. You have here this button, cruise control. So this model is the HST. Originally I was going to buy the shuttle shift, and then the salesman at the dealership said, why don't you just try the HST, see if you like it before you actually purchase a tractor. It's going to be a one-time expense. You might as well be sure you're going to get what you want. I tried the HST and I love it. Been using tractors for over 30 years. As you can see over there is an old 1964 Ford 4000 Industrial, gear driven. I have also had a Massey Ferguson 135 shuttle shift, and boy, I love this HST. It's just great. I know some guys say that if you're going to do a lot of brush hogging or tilling, things like that, you probably want to go to a shuttle shift or a gear drive instead of HST. But with cruise control, you can pick any speed you want, and it'll stay at that speed. So the advantage of having a gear, to me anyway, doesn't seem to matter. I'd just rather have HST, especially if you can do a lot of loader work or grapple work. You can go forward and backward very quickly, well, I shouldn't say quickly, but easily without having to shift. All you do is you move your foot right here. The harder you step on it, the faster you will go forward and reverse. And over here, like I said, is your range selector, low, medium, and high. Low, for example, I don't know the exact speeds, might go from 0 to 5 miles an hour, depending on how far down you step in that pedal I showed you before. Medium might go from 5 to 10, and high might go from 10 to 20. I don't know if those are the exact speeds, but anyway, that's just to give you some idea. What else do we have on here? You have your hand throttle. There is no foot throttle. The key, if you turn the key to the left, you'll engage the glow plugs, and they usually stay on for about a minute. You have to hold the key there, and it'll stay on for about a minute or two, and then the light will go out. And if it's really cold out, I cycle it a second time, and the tractor starts right up. That button there is for the engaging the PTO. I'll show you that a little bit later on as well. And these other buttons here, like it says cruise control and loads. Where is it? There, load sensing. That switch here, it's a three position switch, and that how can I explain this? That will stop the tractor when you let go of the HST pedal over here. So you're going forward, you let go of it. This switch here will stop the tractor very quickly or a little bit slower. And when I was using the tractor going down a public road here, going to my brother-in-law's house, I moved the switch so the tractor would not stop quickly, because I didn't want to get rear-ended by somebody following me too closely. I'd rather have to use the brake and slow down. This way my brake lights also come on. But around the property, I do want the tractor to stop quickly, because I don't want to end up hitting a tree if I'm getting too close, or end up hitting the barn or the house if I'm getting too close. So I want it to stop more quickly, and I'll show you that feature later as well. This is once you engage cruise control, you can push the button up or down to increase or decrease. I think it's about 1 mile an hour. This does have tilt steering. You move that lever up and you can tilt this wheel forward and back. And you'll see 2 other buttons over here. I added them myself, and I'll explain what those are later on. Those are really for auxiliary lighting. There'll be a separate video. And that's about it for this. So, alright, let's start it up, and I'll try some of these other features now so you can actually see what they do.